That brings me to another topic.
Sure.
Your book, Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've actually not had a chance to read it.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
But I wanted to ask you, writing a book about yourself and your
Yes.
experiences, what do you learn about yourself?
You know, I mean, if you'd have told me, 2 years ago that I was going to write a book by myself and not have a ghostwriter, I would have laughed, and I probably, looking back on it, you can see why that people who do autobiographies, they do have a ghostwriter. It was a lot of work. Once I was knee deep in it, was like, okay, well, there's no turning back now. And you kind of really put yourself out on a limb when you write about other people and write about really personal things, and in a way, it was kind of therapeutic as well. But you are going to break a few eggs. You're going to crack a few eggs when you do write about your life story and other people that are involved in those stories. You're gonna piss some people off, but
It's definitely on my to-get list.
I think it came out. I think it came out good, and there's majority they're really good reviews. There's a couple of scathing ones in there, but you're gonna get that.
Oh, yeah. What's your feelings of the importance to keep music in schools?
Yeah, that's hugely important because I was really blessed with that opportunity as well. The high school I went to was pretty big school. I mean, I think there was like 1,700 students, and we had actually the best music program in the city. I grew up in Toronto. And actually we had the best jazz band and orchestra in the city, and I was very fortunate to be part of that. And, we would go on band trips. I remember one year we went to Mexico, and, we went to Vancouver during the World Expo in 1986. And, the band leader, this guy, Mr. Strappy, he was like a mentor, and he really took a lot of kids under his wing and just turned them into amazing musicians. So, I look back on that and think, like, if I, without that opportunity, it really molded me as a musician, because you're really you're knee deep in the stuff, and when you're being pushed, in a good way to really crack down and be a part of this. It's great to learn all those things, from a skilled, professional, so to speak. So music programs in schools, I think, are vital, and those trips we went on, some of the best times of my life. I mean, all my friends were in the band, and we used to have a riot, going on those trips. But yeah, I was lucky to have those opportunities. So I think it's really important that schools are, keep music programs or have some kind of music programs.
I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on your fans of today compared to a few years back?
It's a whole kind of, you grow up with your fans. I mean, we see everybody from the ages of, 13 and 14 to, people in their 50s. So it's a wide variety as opposed to the majority, like back in the the 80s and early 90s. It was kind of like one demographic. It was mainly like, the early 20s, like the late teenagers, kind of early 20s, late 20s, early 30s. It was more of a defined demographic, but as opposed to now, people who grew up then, they're bringing their kids out to the show, but you've also got younger kids who are maybe 19, 20 that are discovering this kind of music for the first time, and it's exciting for them because they never got to experience it. So it's really changed a lot, but yeah, it's all good, man.
All right. If you could play with anybody, who would you like to play with?
Oh boy, that's a long list of people. I think Jimmy Page, Joe Perry, Steven Tyler, Keith Richards, those the few names that come to mind. The legends I grew up listening to. That would be just incredible. I actually last summer had the luxury of hanging out with Jimmy Page at the Sunset Marquis Hotel in West Hollywood, and got to hang out with him by the pool for about half an hour, talk with him, and that was just beside myself.
I can imagine.
And, that was a pretty cool day.
I think you're achieving legend status myself, and with all the
I'm glad somebody thinks so.
with all the fans and response I've gotten from getting this interview together and all, I'd say you got a big fan base out there.
I think it's important too that you're courteous and really kind to your fans, and I think that goes a long way. And people remember that when someone asks for an autograph or take a picture with, and I'm always treated a lot of people with respect and kindness, and I think that goes a long way. So I'm never rude to anybody. And there's a lot of guys out there that are. I'm not going to name any names, but I think it's important to be really kind and courteous to your fans because they're the ones who make you who you are. So that's my motto.
All right. Where would you like to see yourself in, say, 5 years?
I think I'll still be playing music. If I'm not touring anymore, I think that I'll be involved in one way in the music industry, whether it be, working for, guitar company or amp company or in some way, shape, or form. I'd like to think that I'd still be touring out there making music. But, I take things one day at a time, and, you got to enjoy life for the moment and, be grateful of what you have now, because that's going to give you more in the future, so that's kind of my words of wisdom.
Okay, got to ask a question that I hear the question asked so much, and for once in a while, maybe we can lay it to rest.
Right.
Ralph Sands?
Mm-hmm.
Was he briefly the lead singer for LA Guns?
He was in the band, I think, for a real short time. I think he was in the band maybe 6 to 8 months, and I don't think he was ever comfortable in the band. I don't know too much about it, but I don't think it was for him, so I think that's why it was so short-lived. But, yeah, he was, I think 97 or something, part of 97, he might have been in the band. It was a short amount of time. It was less than a year.
Okay. I had heard rumors, and I wasn't for certain. So
yeah, now you know.
You hear stuff like that, so I
wanted
to get that out.
Yeah.
Before I get killed, Julie B told me to tell you hi.
Oh, cool.
Are you ever going to sing more songs with LA Guns?
I doubt it. With that thing we did for Nothing Better to Do, it was a kind of a cool thing for a while, and we're always trying to change up the set list. So the fact that we played that song for 2 or 3 years was actually very surprising that it lasted that long. But it was fun while we did it. But no, I don't consider myself much of a singer, so I don't really have any interest. I'm a much better guitar player than a singer.
You're an awesome guitar player. I'm going to keep saying that.
Thanks.
You're favorites.
Oh, thank you.
If you would like to tell everybody where they can find your book and music.
Sure. The CD, Symphonic Slam, my instrumental CD, can be. Yeah, you can get it digitally too. You can get it on iTunes, or if you do want the actual hard copy CD, you can go to Amazon.com and purchase that. Also, there you will find my book, Snake Eyes, sold directly through Amazon.
Okay, and how can your fans find you on the web?
They can. I have a Facebook page. It's the best way to do it. I also have a MySpace page. I don't really do MySpace anymore. In fact, I don't know if anybody really does MySpace anymore. Facebook, it's kind of all about Facebook now. So that's usually the best way to contact me is through my Facebook page.
Okay. Well, all of us at Boost Radio would like to thank you for your time. And
sure.
Also,
great talking with you guys.
If you ever have anything you want to promote or get out there, just contact Julie or myself, and
sure,
we'll be more than happy to get it out there for you.
Great.
And again, just thank you very much for taking your time out and doing this interview with me.
Yeah, no worries. My pleasure.
And one last question.
Yes.
I forget. You're heading out on a tour tomorrow?
Yeah, we're actually flying up to Canada. We're actually flying into North Dakota, and then we're going to be picked up and go to a southern part of Saskatchewan and play with Vince Neil on Thursday night at the Bear Claw Casino, and then we head back to Newtown, North Dakota, Friday night. Play with Vince Neil again. And I can't remember the name of that. It's another casino show, and I think it's called Four Bears Casino. And then we headline our own show Saturday night in Fargo at the venue. Should be nice, good rockin' 3 days.
Good luck with that.
And then we got a bunch of stuff coming up next week. We play with Brett Michaels in Indianapolis. We do Septemberfest in Omaha, and then Labor Day we're playing with Cinderella at the Stargazer Pavilion in Camp Verde, Arizona.
Oh man!
So yeah, a lot of good stuff. And then if you go to www.laguns.net for all tour dates, or myspace.com/LAGunsOfficial to check on any dates.
Appreciate all the information.
Sure.
And again, I appreciate your time and spending it here. And again, if we can do anything for you at Boost, just let us know.
Sure. Well, it was great talking with you guys.
Good talking to you.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you.
Cheers. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Well, there you go.